So I'm just waiting for Jim, but I wanted to say a few words, and I wanted you to thank you for coming out and baptizing our stage, which is going to get better and better with time. And you guys are the first ones, and we're very lucky to have you all here. But I want to tell you a little bit in a roundabout way about Equinox Ranch, on which we stand. And for those people who've been here or haven't been here, oh, some some popped in there. Is that better? Oh, okay. I was thinking about what words and what I wanted to tell people, and an old story came to me, a fable I learned it when I was a kid, the story of stone soup. And because this place that you're sitting on, I may have had an idea 11 years ago for it, but it is not mine alone. It is thousands of people who have worked on this place. And so if you remember the story of stone soup, woman comes to the village and she puts out a pot and some stones because she's hungry, and she puts it over a fire, and the village people who aren't so crazy about her in the beginning, they warm up to her, and they start bringing vegetables and meat and all kinds of things until it's this amazing soup. And that is the story of Equinox Ranch. I had an idea when I worked on the National Veterans Crisis Line and listened to veterans and their families and what they were going through. I had the idea of this place, but it's far from the idea at this point. Because so many people have come and helped. And like that stone soup that people brought potatoes and carrots and herbs and meat, people have brought their expertise, their knowledge, their abilities to this place. And all what we share is an interest in helping veterans. And we're doing it. It's takes a long time to be an overnight success, as I often say. But please join us in... I had it really written down really well, but I've given you the Margot version. But the idea, this is how we operate, and this is how we continue to operate as a grassroots movement. And people bring what they can, and they contribute to this amazing place. And I'm partial, perhaps, but it's an amazing place. And talk to some of the veterans who have volunteered, who've been to our programs, and you'll see that it's a really special place. And thank you so much for joining us. And I found Jim. Yay! Sorry I'm late. That's okay. Just filling in the space.
What do I have to say but thank you? Edmund. All right.
Jim.
We're on Mountain Time. Sorry, we're not starting at 7, but I figured you'd be okay.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, yeah.
You understand Mountain Time.
It's lifetime is what it is.
All right, folks. I don't talk. Well, I've talked so much, I've kind of lost my voice today. But leading up to this, I was more than a little bit anxious, and I need some sleep. But we did it. We didn't quite get her done, but it's close enough. And wait till next year. All right. So Margot, Equinox Ranch, they rock. I met Margot 5 years ago. My son served in Afghanistan. And for all you others who have, thank you for your service. Till he tells me it's not okay to say that to random strangers, I'll keep doing it. 99 times I didn't have an issue. And then a couple nights ago, my friends Bob and Don and I met Jerry. And Jerry had issues. We all do, but Jerry's were such that I got myself into not a confrontation, a heated debate that I wanted to walk away from, and he didn't want to let me for a while, but it's all good. So I kind of told him, well, maybe I shouldn't do that, but then I thought, no, I think I should. If you see somebody on the street, and they got a hat, they're telling you, I was a vet, I served, thank them, because they enabled folks like Margot and me to do what we did. Me and my previous incarnations as an engineer and manager, and now with this nonprofit I got going, what we want to do is like more of this environment, right? Because in a way, that's helping her help the vets that need it. My son wasn't ready for Margot's expertise, but I just live a few miles from here. And he got the benefit of the forest and all that does to promote the healing process, right? So my son got better. I'm proud to say I wanted him to be here, but he couldn't make it. But you all did. Thank you for coming. And Richard, I don't know how I got so lucky to make a connection with this fellow, but he's going to play for you. And I hear he's pretty good. That's what I heard. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All righty. Thank you, Jim. Let me pull this one. Oh, Plug and Play Festival, you know. Here we go. Well, I've got my own rhythm section going with my thumb here. We're going to go to Japan back in the 1960s. See if you remember the name of this one, guys. See if you remember. This was a hit back in the 60s. I'll make it swing, hopefully. What's it called? Anyone? Sukiyaki, you know it. Here's the chord you've been waiting for. Thank you so much. Let me get this microphone so that everything is as it should be. Maybe I'm going to pull it the other side here. One sec, folks. We didn't do it.
You did say we can get a little closer.
We can. You can. Yeah, you can get closer. I think me getting closer to you, you know. All right. What do we got here? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a little tight, but we're good. Okay, now you can see this hand. And I'm all comfortable. That was called Sukiyaki, folks. Who remembers that one? There you go. Frank remembers it. Who was singing in their heads? I didn't get a chance to warm up. But I'm warming up for you guys right here on these old thumb-picking tunes. We are going back to the 60s. Tuning up. I put these strings on yesterday. Nice and fresh. All right. Yeah. Okay. A little less of that. Nearly there. All right. Here we go. Got to find the tempo. Dig into the groove. Got to build the tension like this. What is it, folks? There we go, you know. Eleanor Rigby, we've already gone over the pond, I'm afraid. All right, I think I know my crowd. I think I know you well enough. You know, it's light enough out there. I can see your lips moving. Hey, bud. I can see your lips moving, so I know if you're getting these words right or not. But I figure this is about right for this crowd. Because you're not quite there yet. And I'm not quite there, but maybe there's a few of you who are, but definitely my crowd here. All right. You can sing along if you know it, and I know you do. Everybody. Lock the door. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? We will scrimp and sing. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. 2, 3, 4, you. Next time. Ready? Next time. take care of you. 2, 3, 4, you. Jim got it. Clarinet. I'm warming up, folks. I'm stretching these ligaments out both ways. All right, making sure I'm in tune. I'll tell you what, I'll spend maybe another 10. No, I'll spend 5 more minutes in Merseyside over yonder. I didn't spend a lot of time there when I was there. But, all right. Here, there, everywhere. Thank you, folks. I'm going to stay in the 60s here, folks. It's staying. It's sticking. All right, this one usually does, and it will today. It will come with a 4-part questionnaire. Are you ready for this? You can shout out. Actually, we'll save it for the end. Don't tell anyone. No copying. All right. Name of the artist, the name of the tune. This is an instrumental. The other ones have been as well, but it's all right. So, name of the artist, the name of the tune, the name of the album it came from, and the TV show. Some of you are not old enough to remember. A lot of you are. But we'll see. See if you remember it even after the first leg. Who got it? Who got all four answers? All right, what was it? Who was it? Which? That's exactly right. All right, the other question is who was it that did it? No, that's... Which is very different from... You know, I don't know what you were thinking right there. You know, but funny enough, you're not the second or third person that said that. You are the first. No, you are the fifth or sixth person that has said that. Just because it was a hit around the same time. It's called Spanish Flea, folks. It was by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. You know what? It's not that album. The album's called Going Places, but everyone, including myself, was thinking it was Whipped Cream and Other Delights. It wasn't that, but I know why your mind went there. Your mind. I started off with a little thumb picking. Let me do some more thumb picking. Travis picking is you got this going on. It's kind of, you've got your bass player and your rhythm player, kind of like your bass player and your mandolin chop, like in bluegrass, or like stride piano, a little bit. I'll talk about that. It's coming. Words. Bye Bye Blackbird, 1940s. There we go. Okay, we got any Jerry Reed fans out there? Jerry Reed, this is the truck driver for the old Smokey and the Bandit movie that I grew up on. I mean, that was, 1977 Smokey and the Bandit. Jerry had already had like a 10-year recording career. And where do you go from there? You got hits. You do a movie, right? That's what you do. So how do I get more famous? after I've had a hit song, I have to be on the big screen, right? That's the business model. Is that how it works, folks? Is that what everyone wants? I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know about everyone, but that's the thing to do. But it was his music career that really got me into his music, obviously. It was good to see him on the big screen, but he wrote a ton of instrumentals. I'm into the side B track 4, the deep cuts. As much as the hit songs like She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft, those kinds of things, Eastbound and Down, Guitar Man, all of those. But I love the old instrumentals. I'll play you a few of those, but all right, here's one that Jerry Reed wrote. It's called Down Home. You can hear the Ray Charles influence. I promise I'll sing one soon. I know that's why you're here, Jim. I'll get there. All right, Down Home. That's it. That is it, folks. That's typical Jerry Reed right there. You can hear the gospel licks, I know we got musicians in the crowd. Like, can you hear what's going on there? What's going on? Does someone want to explain that for me? It's going down. Then one's going up. Can you hear them both? Did you hear them both before I explained what it was? So you learned something. This is great. This is why I'm here. That's what they call contrary motion. I'm glad you didn't know. All right, contrary motion. That's like typical gospel moves. That's your Ray Charles stuff. Let me see. Maybe I'll play you a Jerry Reed song that was a hit for Johnny Cash. Oh, here we go. I'm going down to drop D, folks. It's time to get serious. Is that low enough for you? Can you hear that deep, that Johnny Cash thing? Is that shaking your liver okay? It is in here. I don't know about out there. Maybe the bass is dissipating. Anyway, this is a heartfelt love song by Jerry Reed. He wrote in the early days. Johnny Cash had a hit with it. I started out a tour with it I sang this one in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Got to the second line and realized I was singing for a room entirely full of dudes. This heartfelt love song. Wasn't sure that was going to go over, but it did. It's okay. All right. 6'6", he stood on the ground, weighed 235 pounds, but I saw that giant of a man brought down to his knees by love. He was the kind of man that would gamble on luck, look you in the eye and never back up, but I saw him crying like a little wet pup because of love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hand, but like the wind it covers our land, strong enough to rule the heart of any man, this thing called love. It can lift you up, it can let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found stronger than love. Most men are like me, they struggle and doubt, they trouble their minds day in and day out, too busy with living to worry about a thing called love. But when I see a mother's tenderness as she holds her young close to her breast, I thank God this world's been blessed with a thing called love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hand, but like the wind it covers our land, strong enough to rule the heart of any man, this thing called love. It can lift you up, it can let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found stronger than love. Ah, appreciate that. Who remembers that? Johnny Cash, yeah? Who does not remember that? Who hasn't heard that one before? Ah, I should have told you I wrote it. And by the way, Bluegrass and Co., I've heard of Dan Tyminski and Molly Tuttle, even if no one else has. Everyone knows who those guys are. Dan Tyminski, the voice of George Clooney. Well, the voice of Dan Tyminski, in fact. I always knew him as the voice of Dan Tyminski before he got re-famous and did Oh Brother. But I first saw him in 1991, so I knew who he was way back. Molly wasn't even thought of. But let's not go there. Let's not go there, Jim. I mentioned stride piano. Talking about the thumb creating its own rhythm. It's kind of what piano players do with ragtime. That left hand is playing the bass, then the chord, and going, down the bottom of the piano and to the middle. I kind of grew up on that with thumb picking, but later on I got into a stride piano, a la Fats Waller, that kind of stuff. Art Tatum, the old jazz guys, and real early on. Was the king of stride piano, the guy who had the groove. His name was James P. Johnson. He wrote the Charleston. Everyone knows the Charleston. He also wrote this one. I like to think that he wrote this. It's a blues, and he was feeling for some poor old dude walking to work on a freezing cold, snowy February Harlem morning. Harlem, New York. This is where all those guys were. All those old jazz piano players, real early. This one's called the Snowy Morning Blues. You can hear my hand is doing that, and this poor guy's walked to work. Thank you. The Snowy Morning Blues, even he approves, I think. All right, so we're going from she. Oh, sorry. We're going to go from Harlem, New York, to down to South Texas here, folks. This is one that I heard Johnny Cash sing the dirge part. Heard him do it as a duet with Marty Robbins. It's an old cowboy poem, folks. Beautiful melody. It's actually based on an Irish melody. Molly Malone. But they put that cowboy poem to it. It's a sad poem. Very sad. So I'm going to turn up the reverb to make it that much sadder. There we go. Now I'm going to do this. You will have grown up singing this one, folks. You may know the words. If you cannot help yourself and you're there and you're listening to it and you feel like bursting into song, then don't. The streets of Laredo. Who was singing? You're getting darker. You're all getting darker. What did you do? Someone hit the dimmer switch. Am I looking lighter? I've got that down there. Maybe I'll play another Jerry Reed instrumental here. Yeah, I know. I'll pick up the pace in a little bit. There we go. Let Let me play. This one's called Strutting. It's a little happier. Here's my favorite lick. Strutting. I'll sing another Jerry Reed tune. It's another kind of a thumb-picking one. How many people been to Nashville, Tennessee? It's not that far away. I know plenty of you, just about all of you probably. Did you hit the Opry when you went there? You go. That's what you do, right? If you're a tourist, you buy a T-shirt. You go to the Opry. You go to Jack's Barbecue. What else do you do? I don't do anything. I just go home when I'm off the road. I can do that stuff. You know, I'm in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, folks. But I'm there maybe 12 weeks a year, so I don't get to spend that much time actually in Nashville. You know, I generally avoid downtown because of the, you know, those beer bicycle things. What are they called? The beer taverns. The side bike tavern. It just reminded me of what that place has become. But it's a lot of fun. A lot of people, people love it, I guess. Some people do. Below a certain age group, I guess. But anyway, back to the Opry. You know it's haunted, right? So I'm trying to find the most obvious segue I can into this next song. That's all that is. All right. Written by John Knowles, CGP, and I learned this one from Jerry Reed. I worked hard on that lick. It's a cool lick, and it was over way too quickly for all the work I put into it, so I'm going to do it again. Check it out. I'll do it slowly. Now I'll do it quickly. There we go. Dynamics. I am the Nashville Phantom. I've been hanging around every Saturday Night Live since 1925 when the Opry first came to town. I've lived in barnyards, boxcars, and freight yards. Ain't a honky-tonk where I ain't been. Raised on goo-goo bars, moonshine from fruit jars. Gonna lose but determined to win. I am the Phantom of the Opry. I discovered all the stars, my friend. I am the spirit of country music. Keep those cards and letters coming in. I gave Mother Maybelle her thumb pick, Carl Perkins his blue suede shoes. I taught Acuff to fiddle, made Jimmy Dickens little, and I sang Hank Williams the blues. I taught Grandpa Jones how to banjo. Chet could pick, but I learned him to grin. I laid howdy on Minnie, made string bean skinny, and I do it all over again. I am the Phantom of the Opry. I discovered all the stars, my friend. I am the spirit of country music. Keep those cards and letters coming in. The Phantom of the Opry. How many people heard that one before? Another missed opportunity. All right. I've done. Maybe I should do an old. I know what I'll do. We'll go to Minnesota here. I'll up tempo thumb picking tune. Here's one. Let me turn down that reverb a little. Turn down the thickness. Turn up that. Let me pick it up. I'll get that groove going. This one's called the Watkins Man, folks. Watkins. Watkins products. You can get them at Cracker Barrel and the Body Shop. Liniment, vanilla. And he started up in Minnesota, and this melody, there's no words to it again. You can kind of hear him making his rounds. He would go door to door like the Fuller Brush Man. Here we go, the Watkins Man. That's not it. That's just my current favorite lick. Here is the Watkins Man. Hold the tension here in Kalawii. Hold you on that 5 chord, folks. Your brain and your heart and all of your emotions want me to go to the A chord, the 1 chord. That's the key. Not doing it. I'm going to build the tension. I'm going to hold you on that 5 chord. I'm going to use the augmented chord to build more tension. Check it out, especially if I pull the right faces. 2 fingers. Holding you there, I'm going to make even more tension happen here. This is the diminished chord. That's the one that the piano players would use in the black and white movie theaters when the train was coming and that girl was tied to the tracks. Remember that? Got a little oh, that'll wear you out. That'll wear you out. The Watkins man. Making sure I'm in tune here. Maybe I'll play an old standard. We'll change the mood here. We'll go back to New York here. Tin Pan Alley. A little Gershwin for you. Little fingerstyle jazz. Know it? I get stuck there sometimes. Thank you. What's the name of that one? Something You. Not bad. That's half. That's 50% of the answer. Embraceable You. Embraceable You, exactly. It's about Gershwin's most beloved sheep. All right, let me do since I'm in North Carolina, how about I do a Mike Cross song? A total local legend, country, bluegrass, folk, Americana. A great entertainer, been going a long time. I learned this one from a buddy of mine secondhand. I usually do this one as a Sunday, nice family song for a Sunday here. Well, now Elma Turl, she's a beautiful girl, I'd love to have her for my wife. She's just the kind of girl that would make me happy for the rest of my life. But my daddy said, son, there's something you don't know. Something I think you oughter. See, Elma Turl, she's a beautiful girl, but son, she's my daughter. Well, now Alice Green, she's a beautiful thing. I'd love to have her for my wife. She's just the kind of girl that would make me happy for the rest of my life. But my daddy said, son, there's something you don't know. Something I think you oughter. See, Alice Green, she's a beautiful thing, but son, she's my daughter. Well, I've been all around the whole darn county like a buck hunting for a doe. But it seems every girl that I'd like to marry is a wild oat that daddy sold. So I went to my mama with my head hung down. She asked me what the matter could be. I told her my problem. She took my hand and said, son, listen to me. You see, your daddy, he was such a good-looking young man, unlike an eager young stallion horse. Why, his blood ran hot, so you can't blame him for letting Mother Nature take her course. But you got no cause to be upset. Don't you worry, don't fret, don't bother. You see, your daddy ain't your daddy, though he thinks he is, so you can marry just whoever you want her. Am I right? Mike Cross. Nice family song there from Mike Cross. Beautiful, heartfelt. Let me do another standard. Indiana, Hoagie Carmichael. Little Georgia on my mind. Yeah. Georgia on my mind. That was actually not about the state of Georgia. It was Hoagie Carmichael's sister. Her name was Georgia, and that's who it was about. I bet you didn't know that, did you? There you go. Sorry to disappoint you. Georgia on my mind. All right. Another Jerry Reed instrumental. Oh, thank you, folks. Let me see here. Some piano music, I think. I haven't done it. Well, I did a little stride piano, which owes as much to ragtime as it does to blues, probably more so. Let me try a little ragtime piano tune here. Anyone name that one? Exactly. There's a piano player at the back there. I can see your silhouette. Maple Leaf Rag, Scott Joplin, folks. I'll play you one of the first, probably the first tune I ever remember hearing. Way, way, way back, folks. This was in my grandfather's basement. And the first music I remember wanting to learn, playing guitar and singing, and it was on an old Victrola spinning around the record, an old 78 that was on the Victrola. How many people have a Victrola at home? A few of you? There you go. And I remember looking at that little dog, little fox terrier, I guess. Was he? I thought it was a Jack Russell until just the other day. A fox terrier, I think. I'm going to try and get it as close as I can to that guy's voice that came out that brass cone, because it was a unique version of this song that we all know. It means a lot to me now I live there, but I'm going to try and get it exactly how that guy sang it on that old shellac record if I can. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. Produced him to my loved one. What's in my friend's store must be the night at applause. How all up in the night they were playing in McSpeedy for 12. Some of you got it. Took a while for the penny to drop, didn't it, really? Took a while. Little Jerry Reed for you. That owes as much to Earl Scruggs as anyone else, I guess. Jerry's Breakdown, before that was one called Funky Junk. And before that was kind of a Merle Travis thing. It's called Driving. Maybe we ought to go to Spain. See how much time we got. We got a little. I can do this. I'll play a couple more. Thank you, folks. I'm going to finish with this last one. Jim, where are you, Jim? Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. Thank you. I hope you guys did too. Thank you so much for coming. It rained, and then it didn't. And then it did a little bit, and then it didn't. And but you know what? It was cool. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too muggy. This is perfect. I didn't even need to put a jacket on or take my shirt off, because you wouldn't want that. Let me get it right. Bluegrass and Company. Guys, how about it for these guys? How about it for Bluegrass and Company? They absolutely killed it. Sounding fantastic. Doing their Molly tunes and their Dan tunes and their own tunes. And everything else you guys did. Thank you. Great picking, guys. You'll be on Merlefest within the year. Let me see here. I'm going to finish off with this one. And thank you again for supporting such a great cause, guys. I appreciate it. I know Jim does. We all do. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Richard Smith. You can check out my website, richardsmithmusic.com. If you want to take some music home, or indeed wear a picture of me on a shirt and walk in downtown Cullowhee, and people going, yeah, Richard Smith. Yeah, that's right. Then I've got some of those for you. I'm going to finish with this one. Thank you again, folks. Here's a piccolo player. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming out. I had a great time. All right, now, what is it next? It's mud wrestling next, right, Jim? Thank you so much, folks, for coming out. I appreciate it.